Hey, welcome back for another pick a card reading. This one is a love reading, so take a moment to look at the cards and choose which message is for you. There will be timestamps in the description box below, and hopefully everything should return back to normal now. I didn't get the readings out last week, but they should be coming out once at the start of the week and once at the end of the week from here on. So, yes, enjoy your reading. Timestamp in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. So, enjoy. Hey, this is everyone who chose group number one, and I'm going to jump straight into the masculine's headspace. And it's very grounded energy. The masculine is focused on what he's building. He may be juggling a lot of responsibilities and different things needing his attention at this time, and he's just trying to refocus. And I feel like what's important right now is building self, individuality. The masculine's working on, whether that's building, a lot of self development. Do feel, but also grounded, physical realm work. Focused on what they're building, what they're creating, working their magic. This is earth magic too. There's a lot of earth energy here, very grounded energy for the masculine. And it also could talk about new starts happening too, which would be in alignment with, isolation, restrictions lifting. So people are sort of coming out of the isolation and getting back into what they're, if that applies for some people, it's coming back into work and getting started again and rebalancing that new schedule and what that means too. Also working on, I feel like personal development keeps coming up for this one, so there could be something that's come up within the connection, and the masculines really sitting and processing and working out how to implement some of the new maybe epiphanies or realizations he's had. Like I feel like something's sinking in, and it's to do with awareness about something, and that's really good too. And in the masculine's heart space, we've got the King of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So again, I feel like it's that calling to get to work a little bit here. I feel the King of Pentacles can be a workaholic and work very hard. It can also be very balanced too, and there is a balancing act going on here for the masculine. Maybe he's got a lot to attend to. Maybe there's something banked up waiting, or but yes, he's making it. There's a decision being made here in the. Let me. I wonder if there's anything under that. Two of Swords. Okay. So yeah. Okay. The masculine can't see fully over the hill at this point. So he's just called getting back to work. Is what that is. There's also this. Because we've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles on the masculine side, I do feel like this is definitely twin flame soulmate connection here. There's a lot of soulmate cards here and a lot of deep passion. Like, whoa, deep. I had tears when I pulled the cards. But yeah, I feel like the masculine wants to rise up, and self-development's coming up here again with this King of Pentacles. So if this is building a business or building something, creating something, and in the heart space, the masculine is feeling this call of duty, is what it feels like, but in a beautiful way, in a light, yeah. The masculine's viewing the feminine as the Magician and the Four of Wands. Very powerful. He's in awe of the feminine. Totally. Look at this. 3:33 as I look at my recording, and before I saw the 11:11 on the time here too. But I was mid-sentence and didn't say so. But yeah, the 11:11's here as well. Like, what a nice connection. The masculine sees the feminine as so powerful and just limitless potential. I feel like she's so big to him, and just feels like home. This is totally the twin flame card. This is a beautiful, soulful connection, and I feel like the masculine really appreciates everything, that safe place. And I've got all this beautiful yellow powerful. There's a lot of yellow in this masculine side, so really activated at the solar plexus at this time. The masculine is turning on. And that, I feel like that's in more ways than one, turning on. Yeah, I do feel like there's a big creation coming in for this couple. It could be a long down the track. It could be something that's on your doorstep. But it's this big creation that you need to work on individually, and then that will build, that's the foundations. You build. I'm seeing the two polarities of the divine feminine and masculine of one twin, the divine feminine and masculine of another, and that building this solid foundation. Then before you know it, there's I don't know, you will know what that is you're building. And I feel like that's something that needs a lot of patience and a lot of showing up and a lot of I feel like it's a way off. Anyway, the desire moving forward for the masculine, and that's that Queen of Pentacles, and I'll just pull that up because it's the heart space for the masculine and his desire moving forward, which is in such alignment with the heart space here. It's this perfect couple of a kind, King and Queen of Pentacles, and it's showing up and doing the work. This is a bit of a timing card. It does talk about investment and reaping the fruits of your labor, but that again, I feel, especially with this Page of Pentacles and this feeling of the building of a foundation still, even if this could be a relationship that's been together for such a long time, the foundation's truly built, this could just be about a new chapter. There is a lot of freshness, some freshness, some change, happening, could be like over a duration of years, very slow moving energy. Anyways, masculine's desire moving forward is to invest in this connection. It's calling from his heart space. He feels this soul connection here. This is home. When you can't move past that, and just that's enough. That speaks for everything. That's enough. That's the beautiful, healthy home life card. It talks about gorgeous, balanced, healthy connections that are full of passion and love and support, and it really does talk about that. It's mirroring energy, it's best friends, it's gorgeous connections to community, it's soulmates, it's twin flames, it's marriage, and it's resourcefulness. I love this card. I do love that card, and I love that the masculine sees the feminine in that energy. That's what a compliment. What a compliment and a testament to who the feminine truly is. He's not wrong. Yes, so feminine's turn. I'll do the oracles after. Let's have a drink. The feminine has got a lot of divine messages coming in. We've got the moon and the Ace of Swords, and the feminine's getting clear on her emotions. I feel like there's a lot of epiphanies coming through for both masculine and the feminine, but the feminine's is I feel like she's also having the opportunity to speak more, or perhaps she's thinking about what it is she wants to say. There's something she wants to say if she hasn't said it already to the masculine, and it's about her emotions. It's about the messages that are coming through and how she feels about the connection and moving forward and where she's at, getting clear on where she's at and speaking her truth about where she's at. But first, the biggest thing that came through when I saw these two cards was messages from Spirit, whether that's in your dreams or just in your daily contemplations and meditations. Those messages are coming through loud and clear, and I feel like it's been quite foggy and hard to, they've been coming through for a while, and it's been hard to pull them apart and really truly get to the truth, or perhaps even maybe figure out how to express or verbalize, relay what those messages are, if you need to do that, if that applies. And it seems like you're getting clear on that, like some clarity is coming in more there. It's just Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is very much about clarity and being clear, like moving forward, getting clear on how you're moving forward. determined for success, thinking outside the box, really, yeah, utilizing that beautiful brain. In the heart space for the feminine, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is playful and passionate and sexy and romantic, and this is really nice. So the feminine is really enjoying the sexual connection with the masculine and all that playful stuff. She just melting into that, absolutely melting into that and enjoying. Yeah, I just saw 10:01. So yeah, I'm seeing plus they face each other. It's a beautiful mirroring energy, a coming together in the heart space, and yeah, there's a tight holding on going on here between these two. I feel. Like if they could just sit in this energy, if the feminine could just sit in this energy with this person forever and ever, she wouldn't complain. It's really deeply passionate and really enjoying each other at this time. So yeah, I can see a lot of sexual energy coming off the feminine, the masculine's like enjoying that, but like, I've got to focus, baby. In the way the feminine's viewing the masculine is the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. So big change coming in for the masculine, and a lot of personal development again. That king, this really does match up here in the heart space again, of bringing that masculine's heart space. That there seems to be heart awakening going on here for the masculine, because I keep going back to how he seems to be aware of direction there. I know that Two of Swords came out in clarity, to clarify, which was that he's maybe. I feel like that was more to do with struggling with a little bit of self-doubt in this, but he's rising, and so the feminine's viewing the masculine as making decisions that are in alignment to his highest path, to what supports him and his path and his connection, their connection. There's a change going on here, karmic change. It could be real life, huge change as well, happening here for the masculine. And it could also be subtle changes, like internal changes about decisions being made, to do with direction. The masculine's building something here. The feminine sees that and sees that what he's building is supported by the universe. It seems to he's on the right path here, and the feminine's watching him rise up and grow into that. The desire moving forward for the feminine is the Fool and the Four of Pentacles. So the feminine is holding on quite tightly here, I think, to the masculine. And yeah, I was going to say with the moon, and then there's so much passion, and it's like the feminine might find it hard to release after being together or something like that. But there's a deep holding on. There's this new energy, this new beginning. The feminine wants to hold on to the masculine in this new beginning, whatever this change is that's coming along. Wheel of Fortune speaks about huge change, and there's so much here about what you're creating in the real world. And the feminine wants to help build that foundation, contribute to that foundation as well. With this Four of Pentacles, it's about stability in what you're building, and the feminine's looking forward to contributing to that. It's very mirroring with the masculine, showing up and doing the work sort of stuff. In the outcome, I got like a bit of a timeline here. The Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is that slow moving energy I was talking about what you're building and working together. And this is a victory. I feel like this is, when I saw this is to do with a victory over whatever the old chapter was, and that is, I feel like that is multi-layered for most of you, like more than one chapter, and things just, it's just so woven. I feel like there's this tapestry that's so woven, and you're moving off into something fresh, and just so fresh, and it's slow moving, and it's what you're building. It's what you've got to show up to. It's everything we've spoken about here, and you're truly leaving behind whatever is over here, and rising up. See this pentacle even rises the hand. I just feel like it's just this heaviness. You can see the progression rise up in these cards, and it's like even the way it rises up into that yellow, that powerful, beautiful. Ooh, it's like, look at this. There is an ascension going on here in this relationship, individually and together, and you just the devil and the star card now. So we're looking at deep passion. We're looking at any of the old patterns, like what we're moving up and away from, any of the old unhealthy toxic patterns as well, getting healed and moving into a more healed expression of love, a new love template. This is totally evolution here in a relationship. But this also, I don't want the devil to only speak about those toxic karmic bonds. This is also that deep passion that's shared here between the lovers in their intimate times. Outside of the bedroom too. It's so deep. Just when I saw that, I was, when you see all this, look at this powerful major arcana here, like, magician, wheel of fortune, just keeps so much. I wish I had more hands so I could hold them all. Next life I'll be an octopus. I can bring you the best readings. And then the other two that wanted to come out was the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands, and it's a redirection again. It just more of this, more redirection, more new beginning, more refocus, more moving away from what wasn't working and into something new templates. This is a victory. Oh. Just start shaking when I feel that. Like, there's so much. Whew. So I got a beautiful friend of mine got some gorgeous new cards, and as soon as I saw them, I ordered some myself. The Starseed Oracle. Oh, they're wonderful. And so I've drawn one for the masculine, one for the feminine, and then I looked at the bottom of the deck, and you won't even believe it. So the masculine's was Prison of Existence, Separation, Extension, Independence, and Identity. And this really speaks about what I was saying before about the need to build separately here. There's something going on in that regard. And the bottom of this card, where are we? The image shows the primordial creation made from a single source, extending itself in two directions. I'll show you actually. Wow, extending in two directions for infinite balance, where polarity is used as an illusion for defining parameters for identity expression, and the establishment of independence, offering self-observation along the continuous spectrum of events, reminding one to release the illusion of separation while still maintaining one's unique identity, realizing that both are only a tool for creation to witness and realize itself through individualization. Forge your own way. Separation is needed to move ahead, independent of one's surroundings. So there's, with the masculine, something's changing and shifting, and a refocus needs to happen, and it could be needing to go into separation from the feminine. It could be that. It could be a separation from something else, but it's all to do with releasing and separating from what makes you, what leaves you codependent, where we had this devil and star energy. We're healing from that stuff. So what are you codependent to, masculine, and what are you releasing? This is to do with coming into your power, and this is a leveling up here. It's so wonderful. Now, the feminine's oracle was much the same, and I actually pulled this for myself the other day. And masculine and feminine both got seals, and seals are the geometric seals provide order, harmony, focus, and structure. They are emblems and symbols for understanding and working with foundational metaphysical templates, and that's what we've been talking about, isn't it? So the seal of subtle luminosities for the feminine. This seal promotes order, encouraging decisive arrangements into practical frameworks and workable formats that will allow a natural ease and fluency regarding the development of projects and enterprises, instilling the discipline needed to reach the end goal by piecing together the details together into the larger design of one's life. As well, it reminds one to practice discernment on all levels, relying on internal guidance to direct focus and attention on what is most appropriate and important for one's particular path, regardless of what outside influences may seem to suggest or demand, ultimately determining what is best for or right for oneself. So the feminine needs to listen to this intuition that's coming in and act on that and step forward into her path. What is right for the feminine? And then on the bottom of the deck, I was like, oh, come on. We've already seen all this twin flame story. I've already been in tears for pulling that. And then I pulled these and I look at this. The heart is awake. Love, innocence, and reverence. This image unifies the divine feminine and divine masculine through the violet flower of the goddess, the white light cross of Christ consciousness, and the pink colour of universal love, creating a state of integrated presence for one to more fully balance and harmonise the qualities of male and female, merging the mind and heart to achieve peaceful relationships between polarised identities within the self, restoring a sense of reverence and reawakening innocence. Allow yourself to feel your own holiness, which will guide you into greater wholeness. This is an amazing relationship connection, such a divine connection. I love this so much. You guys are rising up together, individually and together, and it's so powerful. And I'm sending so much love, and thanks so much for connecting in. Bye. Oh, hey, this is for everyone who chose group number 2, and we'll jump straight in. Starting with the masculine's headspace, we've got the 8 of Swords and the Star card. So the masculine is working on healing some anxieties or negative thought patterns that are going around in his head, any limiting beliefs or victim mentalities. The masculine is working through and replacing that with hope for a brighter future. The masculine's got a bit of work to do here by the looks of it. In the heart space, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So, there's a lot of entrapment, self-entrapment type energy. But we have got the beautiful star there. So, hope is not lost. It's just hard to move through at this time, whatever's going on for the masculine. The heart space, we've got a lot of fears coming up, a lot of heavy burdens that need to be dealt with. There's some things in life that need to be cut and cleared away. The masculine's working through that on all levels. So it could be showing up, it could be just in this moment that I've pulled these cards, and for the most part the masculine is doing okay, because I just see a lot of power here. But in the moment that I've pulled these cards, I feel like it's, I don't know, connecting to that, it feels like it's in this moment. In the way the masculine's viewing the feminine, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. It's beautiful. It's honest, and it's communicative. It's passionate. It's creative. It's coming together. It's soulmates. He loves the insight that the feminine shares and the fresh, beautiful energy that she brings to the connection. It's nurturing and it's playful and it's beautiful. The masculine's viewing the feminine in a really nice way. And the masculine's just dealing with something at the moment. The way the masculine wants to move forward, desire moving forward, is the Magician, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. I forgot what that was for a minute, but look at all this major arcana here. Along with that star in the headspace, the masculine's going through a huge metamorphosis. This is big change. This is leveling up, rising up. This is total healing and remembering who you are and remembering the skills that you've got and calling on those skills and resources and bringing them forward into action. It's time to take action for the masculine here on some things that need to be, and this, for whatever reason, it's causing a lot of anxiety and fear, and but it's got to happen. It's happening. It's the masculine's desire moving forward too. He knows that he can and will. You can see this is a fresh new beginning here. There's change coming in. This could be on the major arcanas can talk about the internal levels. This doesn't have to be a huge external change in your life. It could be a way of being or integrating some new awarenesses that help you move forward in a way that's more powerful. In the headspace for the feminine, we've got the star and the 10 of Pentacles. So the feminine staying optimistic and bringing, with this, two aces here for the masculine, viewing the feminine. The feminine could be offering a lot of, optimistic insight and just being supportive and in shedding some light and bringing some joy in for the masculine. But I feel like this is a lot to do with her own life, her own mission, and what she's doing, her journey. And because the 10 of Pentacles does talk about, the longevity. So this could be the feminine working very hard on her career and what she's building in that sense, but also to do with the longevity of the connection. The feminine is holding on here. In the heart space, we've got a hold on, let go energy here. The feminine's holding on and wanting to build foundation, like looking at the practical things she can do to build foundation for this connection, to build the more practical components to what they're creating together, but also holding on quite tight to the masculine, I feel. But the Six of Swords is, I feel, a victory in moving away from something. The feminine's wanting to not have any. If there's heaviness getting brought into this connection from the feminine, I feel like the feminine's just trying to be a bit of Teflon right now and not hold on to any of that stuff. Hold on to the masculine, but not any of the stuff that may be surrounding him at this time. Just trying to stay light and trying to stay focused on the bigger picture and move through whatever this is. This is moving through something that's been a bit hard, but it is a victory and moving forward. And releasing, like in the heart space, the feminine's releasing anything that might have been coming up over the last few days or something. If there's been some troubled thoughts or anything falling back into any old patterns, the feminine's catching herself in that moment, I feel, as well, and like, not doing that again. I'm gonna stay up here where the vibration is high. Yeah. So feminine viewing the masculine as the strength. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So he is juggling. He's juggling his responsibilities and this turbulent water behind. He's juggling these choppy waters and trying to navigate all the things that are troubling him at the moment, and his healing and his journey forward, and trying to navigate all of that change and bring about use his skills and develop upon those skills, but using a lot of his strength as well his masculine's got some work to do, and the feminine's viewing that. She's viewing him go through that, and I see the masculine wanting to level up to meet the feminine halfway here with the Six of Pentacles. The masculine's very likes things to be balanced in the connection, doesn't want there to be any imbalances. So he's working on making sure that they're in alignment. I think alignment's very important to the masculine at this time, and it's bothering him that if he might not be. There is an out of alignment here, where the feminine is in more positive, high vibration than the masculine at this time, but the masculine's doing everything about it, I feel. Feminine's desire moving forward is the Lovers, the Empress, and the Eight of Cups. So more talk of choosing what's in alignment with self, what is in my power, and what don't I want to hold on to, what is toxic or what is not helpful, what is not serving me. Letting that go totally, moving on from that stuff. I do feel holding on to the Lovers, holding on to the masculine, holding on to his well-being and what's best for him and them, and defending that against anything that's needs to be released. But holding space for that too, I feel. I just like knowing behind. I just to see this Empress facing this situation, looking at this situation, but behind her, she knows the truth. She knows that this is her long-term lover. This is her person. And so she's holding that, and she knows that to be truth. And while she looks at this situation, she sees it for what it is, this stuff. She sees that for what it is. And she sees that it's healing, and she's just allowing it to go and work itself out in that way, perhaps, if that applies. If the masculine, like you let the masculine go and deal with this stuff, I'm over here with my truth, if that applies. Either way, though, it's moving on from things that didn't serve, and it is stepping into that higher alignment. This is a decision being made that is in alignment with the head and heart. And so in the outcome, gorgeous. Look at all these wands. You guys will be fine. Whatever this is, your love and passion, what gets you through. We've got the 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Twin Flame card, public victory and success, and communication and love arrows and passion and movement forward. So working together, like all this high velocity energy. I feel like I can see here that how it's just like if we turn it like this, it's sort of getting streamlined. See all the 8 of Wands down to the 6 of Wands, and it's becoming more condensed and focused into what matters and what's important is what I'm getting with that imagery. So yeah, movement forward, reconciliation, working it out, whatever this is, coming into more healing, balanced energy. So there are just checking the time, 2 oracle cards. So the masculine got, yes, light body activation, luminosity, empowerment. Where are we there? And forward motion. So this card activates the light body, anchoring it in the soft spot below the sternum called the point of brilliance, connecting the sacral, solar plexus and heart chakras. So your whole power center there. For amplified light, increasing personal empowerment and creativity, awakening the luminous body in and around one's physical form. It is the masculine counterpart to the lunar progressor. Forward motion requires action. Anchored light projected out into the world will create greater empowerment. So the masculine here is getting on purpose and leaving behind anything that's getting in his way. He's systematically cutting through any of that stuff to clear his way for what's next for him. The feminine has got the seal of fulfilled transformation, alchemy, metamorphosis, karmic completion. This seal provides an alchemical fire, fueling one's efforts in working towards karmic completions and spiritual transformations by burning off the unnecessary dross and attachments related to past or current entanglements, urging one to resolve these ongoing issues and reach a point of enlightened culmination whereby only pure radiant spirit remains. And that's what I saw with this. The 8 down to the 6, down to the 4, like condensing, like just down to pure spirit and what's true. Transformation will come from a willingness to change and resolve the relevant issues through perseverance for the feminine. So hard work going on here between these two people, between this couple, and but all really valuable stuff. So sending a lot of love to you guys as you navigate this more choppy waters, but I do see a beautiful outcome for you here too. So look forward to reading again for you next week. Bye. Okay, hey, group 3. Let's jump straight in. We've got the masculine's headspace. Whoa. The masculine is processing some huge stuff right now to do with his path, to do with his karma, to do with the journey ahead, his intuition, sacred knowledge. Wow. The masculine is deeply processing. This is about leadership and how he wants to move forward. moving away from any old paradigms in relationship and in connection, and into a more unconditional love paradigm, relying on source wisdom that's coming through, and it's helping him weave this grand vision that he has in how he wants to move forward in connection. A 111 I noticed on the time when yeah, whoa, the masculine, wow. And that's reflected again in his heart space here. Look at this. With the minor arcana, we've got Two of Swords on either side of the Ace of Cups and Four of Pentacles. So these are decisions over love and fear that are going on with the masculine here. And like, I really feel like he's moving out of old fear paradigms and old behaviors that are connected to just lower vibrational behaviors that are connected to oh god, I lost my words. He's releasing old vibrational behaviors in order to embrace more unconditional love, and that may be triggering at this time for him. There may be there's like this element of holding on and letting go as well. I can see here where the masculine's holding on quite tightly and trying to, it's like, am I holding on out of fear? It's really digging deep to see what his motivations are for little thoughts and little actions. I feel like it's self-analysis in a big way for the masculine here. Like if he's feeling any sort of fear and wanting to hold on, he's asking himself why that is and getting clear on that and wanting to move out, like truly move out of anything lower vibrational. The masculine's viewing the feminine as the Star and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is beautiful healing energy, fresh, new, prosperous beginning with that Ace of Pentacles. It's moving forward. It's bringing hope into a situation and breathing life into it. It's this divine intervention energy too. So the feminine has perhaps been quite a catalyst for change for the masculine here, I'm feeling. The desire moving forward for the masculine is Two of Cups and the Judgment card with the Ten of Swords and Tower. So again, look at this huge shift for the masculine. Like I'm seeing a big crossroads here, and this is releasing and moving, like cleaning up after a tower's already crumbled. I'm feeling cleaning up any of that old stuff, and it's here. Like it's, the masculine's already making a lot of headway into integrating this newer, higher way of living, higher way of connecting, higher way of being. In way of releasing from this. So the desire moving forward is to continue letting those old towers and old fortifications that were not stable or supportive to crumble away in making way for this beautiful Two of Cups connection that calls on his soul. Beautiful. Yeah, good. The masculine's doing some heavy lifting over here, but it's like I'm just seeing such a powerful person just smash through something. Like it's hard work, but the masculine's harder, you know? That's what I'm feeling there. The masculine's stronger here. The feminine has got, in the headspace, the Empress and the Four of Wands. Twin flame connection. Twin flame cards, soulmate cards have been coming up in every reading I do when it's love readings. And I'm in my own twin flame connection, so I guess that's the collective that I draw towards me here. The Empress, beautiful, nurturing, gorgeous, healthy, connected feminine, showing up in this connection and breathing her nurturing, healing, gorgeous insight and love and light into this connection, keeping it alive, working together, teamwork, very healing and in her power, and helping the masculine, holding space for him, but also helping guide him through any of these things that he's releasing here. The heart space is the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So, so this is, I feel like the feminine's showing up in both levels here, where she's totally enjoying the passion and playful side of the connection, but also the grounded teamwork side, the things that need to be done that may not be so playful and fun at times. Sometimes they can be really hard and triggering, but the feminine is in her power and using all the skills that she has, really applying herself is what I'm feeling here, to support this connection. And when it's time to play and dance, she's really enjoying that. But when it's time to work and do the work, then she's showing up and applying her own special Like it's just like she's got her own custom tool belt with her own custom tools, and they do a special job that no one else can do, and that's what it feels like here. It's very specialty sort of based. The feminine's viewing the masculine. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. King and Queen of Pentacles on either side of the lovers. This is her person. She's committed. She's devoted. Whatever's going on for him, she's holding space for him. They will get through. This is amazing. This is such beautiful, harmonious, balanced, gorgeous union. The feminine is viewing the masculine as coming into union with her, with self, really in alignment. This is so beautiful. Wow. I feel like a lot of the cards in this reading has not needed explaining. Like it's just, I think that's been a bit today across all the readings here. The desire moving forward for the feminine is to communicate clearly, to get clear, to move forward, to progress. You know, this is intelligence and wit and decision making and movement forward. Eight of Pentacles, more movement forward. And the Ace of Swords is clarity and speaking up and having communication about things. So getting clear together here about the direction forward and what you're doing, your intentions. Yeah. The feminine's really ready to push things along here. But in saying that, I don't mean that to say, and I don't think you took it that way, but I don't mean to say the feminine is pushing, which I feel like this feminine flows in divine timing and is very aware of that. So we start here, the Two of Wands. So that's that redirection for the masculine here, and together that would ripple out into the connection. There's a redirection here going on where we're moving forward into a new way of being, a new love paradigm, a new journey together. And however that applies, it could just be leaving behind an old issue, perhaps after the conversation's had, where you can get clear on these things. Six of Pentacles, so a Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, really wanting to, look at these sixes on either side, by the way, of this Ten of Wands. So we're moving through if it was the masculine that's going through this heavier stuff, it could be both together. It's showing up more on the masculine side here though. It's moving through that heavy stuff, sharing the weight of the load here with the Six of Pentacles. This is helping, this is charity and kindness, and having a balance with give and take. And Six of Pentacles, Wands is all success and public victory, and I see you being recognised for all the hard work that you do, or seeing results for the hard work that you do as well. And the Ten of Wands, of course, we know is a heavy burden. It's, I'd like to say, being put down at this point where we're making a decision to choose a different way of being, or go down a different road, or do things differently in some way or another. This is a crossroads energy, moving into success and harmonious connection, away from heaviness. Now, there was oracle cards. I didn't do them. Okay. Oracle cards. I didn't shuffle at the start. So, an oracle card for the masculine from the stars. Oh, there you go. Okay. We've got golden seed, light, wholeness, warmth, and well-being. And so, yes, the masculine is very focused on well-being and what's good and healthy for him and what's not so healthy for him, and diving into the deeper, darker elements of his being and breathing. Let's see, 7. 7 is the number of divine intervention and change, which is happening here for the masculine. So, and I was just about to say breathing golden light into, and I look at this, it says breathe in the golden particles to strengthen your connection with infinite source. Exactly. So this is all about the solar plexus, and okay, unifying divine will and personal will, which is exactly this, unifying divine will with personal will. This is what the masculine is doing. So breathing in some of this golden light into these darker places of your being and allowing it to lift and nurture you. Wow. Wow. Okay, feminine, please. A card for the feminine. These are quite big and hard to shuffle. Card for the feminine. Is it you? I think so. Syrian Stargate. Transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. What was that as well? Reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization. I can see how that would apply, but we'll just stick with this one. Okay, Syrian Stargate. Prayerful devotion will initiate experiences of spiritual transcendence that will allow for more beautiful states of being that bring serenity and greater meaning into your life. So this is reminding one to be unwaveringly faithful to fulfilling one's higher spiritual evolution through embodying the traits of reverence and soul integrity. And that's exactly what this feminine is doing. She is standing in her power and she is continuing to shine her light. And I feel like she is a beautiful example that other people learn from her example and her way of being here as well. Very powerful beings that I'm reading for. I'm sending so much love to both of you. It's fantastic. Yeah. Wonderful. I'll talk to you again next week. Thank you.